No, but I got some heat though. I got some.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But don't break.
Yeah, man. We back at it, man. It's Parlay with us, the regular sports guys talk show, man. You know how we do, man. We bringing it to you guys again, man. Took a couple days hiatus, man, but we back at it, man. You know what it is, man. It's the regular sports guys. NFL Week 13, man. We're gonna ask some questions. We're gonna bring y'all how to show y'all what today looked like. Today looked pretty interesting out there. Some good games went down today. Some people played like trash today. And y'all see that question in that title, man. Is the Bears for real, man? Like, come on, man. The Bears, like, Stacks, that's, I don't know where they came from. That's like the Patriots right now. So we got to talk about that, man. So yeah, man, let's get it started, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, you got me, Mr. Beans. You got Hustle Stacks. You got Stony Cook. Sean Doe's on hiatus, but what up to Sean Doe? This is the Parlay with us podcast team, nigga. We giving you guys the regular sports guys talk show. And what game I watched today, man? Let's start it off with what went down today. I watched a little bit of there was an early game on earlier today. What was that? Stacks, it might be a little bit different in your zone a little bit, but earlier on, I was watching.
We had the Texans Colts. We had the Texans
Colts. That's what I was watching. Texans Colts earlier. Thanks, Cook, for bringing that up. I got a little brain fog right now, but yeah, Texans Colts. Colts couldn't get it for some reason, man. The Colts couldn't. Texans defense is serious, man. They were losing guys and they were still playing good, man. So
they number one in the league.
Their defense is legit. That could be a tough out for somebody in the playoffs, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, hell yeah. They get to it. They get to it. They be on it, man. They get to it, man. Whoever got the ball, man, they better hold on to it because
seriously,
coming, man. They coming for you.
Seriously, like that team right there, I was more surprised about. Not surprised. Remember, the defense looked good anyway in the past few weeks, man. Look what they did with the Bills and stuff like that. So, the Texans just need. I guess what it is, I don't know they can't score in the red zone. I think that's their problem. They got red zone scoring issues. And is that, lack of personnel, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But yeah, they trying to pick up where they left off about 2 years ago. Remember 2 years ago, I think when Stroud first got drafted, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, they were looking hot. D'Amico Ryan's new coach. They were on the move. And then, Stroud got hurt. Last year was a topsy season for them, and this year seems to be topsy-turvy too. But it looks like they're starting to get their engine right, though, to tell you the truth, at the right time, though.
Yeah, they're getting the engine right, and they're getting the engine right, and the coach is coming back down to earth.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
But Stacks, can I say this real quick because I gotta ask this question? Can we blame that on the injury of Jones? Now, don't get me wrong. I know Jones, but he is the facilitator, right?
Yeah, you can blame that on the injury. Listen,
he's hurt. They're saying he can't move. He can't really scramble. He's just doing pocket work, and that's probably the difference in today's game.
Yeah, I agree. I think his leg, broken, fibula, tibia, whatever it is, it's broke. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for going out there and even attempting to play. They had to shoot that joint up. There's no doubt in my mind.
There's no doubt in my mind they had to.
No doubt in my mind they had to shoot his leg up. Shout out to him for going out there and playing, but the coaching staff got to sit back and realize is he helping us or hurting us? So they're gonna have to look at that backup. I mean, rely on Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he's having an MVP type year. I'm telling you that league with Jacksonville winning today. And Houston winning.
Yeah,
coach is in trouble, man. I mean, they in trouble.
And it was just right there on the top of the AFC.
Just right there, 2 weeks. It was all good a week ago.
It was all good a week ago. You're totally right. They was right there just about a week ago, Stacks. They were the top of the AFC, literally the top. Besides the Broncos, it was them and the Broncos, then the Patriots, and now look.
Yep. That's how tight.
You know, a couple games and it changes the whole makeup. Yep. You know, in a couple games, and some of them teams that were struggling at the bottom, starting to hit a little stride. That changes the makeup too. You know.
Yep, that whole AFC East with Baltimore, that division done tighten up. I mean, I didn't know Pittsburgh was gonna fold up like a wallet and just lay down that, man. Then Baltimore, I mean, that loss was bad for them, but now you got Joe Burrow back. They got a chance to catch them dudes.
That's funny as hell. Isn't that weird? I
mean, it's hard, but man, they got to win out. First of all, they got to win out.
I think the only a game and a half ahead of Cincinnati. Think about that. I think everybody got Baltimore 6-7, I believe.
6-6. Baltimore 6-6.
And Cincinnati only got 8 losses, so they can't fuck around, you know.
No. They can't fuck around. Some crazy shit has happened in the past where there was a 1 game, you know. No, they don't have 1 game playoffs. I take that back. But stranger things happen in years past where, you know, it comes down to a divisional game. Like, you know, whoever got a better divisional record, man, and Cincinnati, they got a chance. But
don't let them heat up. If they coach figure out how to get their defense to play to stop some bleeds, you know Burrow and the rest of them dudes is gonna work. So you're right, Stacks. You're kind of like you're kind of hitting on something right there, bro. Seriously,
Aaron Rodgers hurt too. That's
and Aaron Rodgers look, Why did Aaron Rodgers look like? Why did he look like somebody really beat him up after the club today, yo? Like seriously, yo.
I mean, he re-injured that wrist, and he took a hell of a sack, man. He should have gotten rid of that ball
before the injury. He was playing like shit anyway. So I mean,
but they got a better chance with him than with Mason.
I disagree. That motherfucker's terrible. He been terrible.
Mason Rudolph came in the game and threw an into right off the gate.
Yeah, like right
off the gate, like.
Pittsburgh is done.
They're in trouble. I think the Ravens.
Let me ask you a question about Pittsburgh, Stacks.
Ravens are taking that division.
Let me ask you guys a question about, and I know you guys gonna say, nah, and all this other stuff. For the past couple of years, I'd be looking at Tomlin on the sideline. Do Tomlin look right to you guys?
Tomlin look right, man. I mean, you asked me, do they need to move on from him? I think so.
I'm asking you. That's what
I thought you said if he looked right as in physically, you know.
Nah, well, I mean, like how he's running the game, and you know, it's just his you know, I mean, the demeanor really hasn't changed that much from who he was as a young Tomlin, but it looks like he's tired. Like tired, and maybe tired of coaching for a little bit. He's the longest tenured, right?
Yeah.
He's the longest tenured head coach right now, right?
No, how long Harbaugh been at Baltimore?
Not long as Tomlin.
Harbaugh been there a little minute, though.
Not long as Tomlin. Tomlin's been there. That's what I'm saying. Do you think like the whole thing with the coaching is kind of like starting to weigh on him, you know what I mean, a little bit?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so, man. He's built different. He's been there too long to be feeling that way right now, and he's young. He's still young. He came in young, and he's still one of the youngest coaches in the league.
But do you think do you think time has run out in Pitt?
I don't think so.
Is he getting like, you know how you get like tired of something because it's been like is he tired of that and what's going on in Pittsburgh right now? I
don't think so.
I think that Pittsburgh brand of ball is faded away from them. Because we all know Pittsburgh always had ill linebackers, and their running back was always a household name.
Yep.
But they haven't had a quarterback in a while. That's the thing with them. They
never really did. I mean,
come on, Ben. Big Ben.
Big Ben was okay, but I think the pieces around Ben was better than what they put on.
Yo, he was a hell of a quarterback, man. I know what you're saying. But
Ben
he
has
made
some
some plays, man. He came through in a lot of games, man. I see more times than not. Ben was making plays, man. Let me tell you, man. You talking about a guy that he would not go down. I never seen a quarterback not go down and stretch a play to the very last second to make a play. Ben was good, man, and they had a good quarterback for a while. They haven't recovered from Ben.
He's suspect as a person, as far as a guy, but he's a suspect, shady dude. But as a player, he was clutch. I'm not gonna lie. There was times he was clutch.
I ain't no Big Ben guy, man.
I fucked with Ben, man.
Ben had pieces around. Look at Ben's supporting cast and look that up. I mean, Ben made he made a throw against the Cardinals in the Super Bowl. Santonio Holmes made a hell of a catch, bro. Like that catch was crazy. He made they just Ben threw the touchdown. Go rewind that. Look at that catch. Like that shit get overlooked. That Santonio Holmes did some wild shit to catch that ball. Then he had he had my man Jerome Bettis did him. Yeah, it's like come on. Man.
I mean, they was a good team when they had a good quarterback.
Always stout. It was always stout back then. Pittsburgh D.
He had the kid. He had the receiver that's in trouble. What's the kid now?
Antonio Brown. They had
Brown.
Antonio Holmes.
Yeah, he had a lot of good guys, man.
I remember early Plaxico Burris was there. Like
yeah.
Hines Ward.
The running backs, they had the hell of a Joey Porter linebacker. They had a hell of a team, man. Hell of a team. There was some pieces there. It wasn't been like Tom Brady toting the team. That's what I'm trying to say. But he was quarterback. He was.
But they need a quarterback. They haven't had a good quarterback since Big Ben, and they tried with Kenny Pickett.
It's their own fault. They knew they let Ben.
Yeah, no doubt.
They let Ben play way too long.
Yep.
They let Ben play way too long, and then they should have had somebody behind Ben. They should have drafted. They knew he was coming to an end. They knew it.
I mean, they tried. They tried with Russell Wilson and Kenny Pickett and all them kids, but they just had problems in that quarterback position. So it just made it tough for them. They needed somebody to make plays. I mean, they defense was decent the last couple of years. They had good defenses. They just didn't have a quarterback to make plays. And that's why the last couple of years they've been coming up short. They just need to make some. I mean, if they don't make it even if they make it to the playoff, they got some decisions to make this offseason. But I don't think it's going to be with Tomlin. I think it's going to be more of the roster. What they're going to do at quarterback, what they're going to do.
I'm just
linebacker, running back. Well, I think their running back situation is decent. I mean, that dude Jaylen Warren, he's pretty good. So
yeah,
I think it's more on the. I think wide receiver and definitely a quarterback.
Definitely a quarterback. Their problem is there's no quarterbacks coming out in the draft this year. So except for the one kid from Indiana, that's about it. But they're gonna have to go. They fucked themselves. I mean, they should have been one of the teams I thought should have drafted Shador. And they should have been one of the teams that should have drafted Jackson Dart. They passed right now. He's a prototypical Pittsburgh type quarterback.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
So you talk about they passed on him, they passed on Shador, and they passed on a couple other quarterbacks in this draft. And now they why? Because they're waiting on this dude.
Aaron. They was waiting on Aaron Rodgers. You're totally right.
All them injuries, all that stuff, Pittsburgh is self-inflicted, man. It really is self-inflicted.
And shockingly, too, you're talking about a team that's always ahead of the curve, man. This team, they draft well, man. When you think about it, from wide receivers to linebackers. A lot of these guys they draft, we don't really know about them until they play for the Steelers. And you're like, damn.
Also, you got to think about the stupidity. They traded George Pickens. Look what he's doing in Dallas.
I know, right?
Look what he's doing in Dallas. No,
so what? I mean, is it something that's something? Obviously, when you see trades and stuff like that go down, well, a player with that type of caliber, and he can hold on to a spot in your roster, that means he lost favor with coaching, with with staff, because look, to go to Dallas and be like, he's the 1-2 punch to this other kid Lamb, right? So it's like, he's
playing better than Lamb.
So sometimes he does. Sometimes
he's doing his thing.
Yeah,
See?
sometimes he does play better than Lamb.
Pittsburgh making a few mistakes, but they'll be back in there. So let's move on the conversation real quick, man. We're gonna do a little bit of a slate drop real quick. We're gonna go down, but I'm gonna start with let's start with Thanksgiving Day, man. Let me start with this. I didn't get to watch it. I was busy all day running around. It's Thanksgiving, got family over, people over, but every now and then I was running in, checking out the score. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube, Facebook, and the Twitch side of things chiming in, man. I see people popping in and out. Shout out from where you from, man. Let us know where you from. Let us know what's your favorite team, man. What's your sports team or your town or your area. Shout out to David Burns out of Cedar Hill, Texas, man. He's a Houston's fan, so I know he's probably happy that the Houstons look like they coming back to them senses. They're coming alive again. But yeah, man, real quick. If Detroit's gonna, if they're gonna want to get somewhere, bro, they can't lose these games like this.
Green Bay,
you know what I mean?
Green Bay been having their number the last 2 years.
What up, Turner fam? What up, Turner fam? Shout out to Turner fam. Thanks for coming through, Turner fam. Let me put that a little bit bigger, man, so people could see. So yeah, yo, man, I'm disappointed in the topsy-turvy season that the Lions are having. Maybe that's gonna make them a little bit doggy-dog in the playoffs. Who knows?
They might not make the joint though. They got to be careful. They damn self. They gotta be careful. They damn self.
Yeah, I don't like the way they got this dude for the past few weeks. They hang. Yeah, you're right.
I'm telling you, look at this team. They in trouble.
They in trouble. That Green Bay is now 8-3. Yeah, you're right, man. That could be an issue, man. And Green Bay, to me, we talked about this though. We talked about this, Stacks. I'm not sold on Green Bay, but then when you see them have a game like they did down in Detroit the other day, you start to like, do they sleep some days and then some days they wake up? Man, this dude Parsons looking like, he was kind of like an enigma for a few games this year. So I don't know, man. And Love. Remember, we talked about Love being up and down.
That's been the problem. It's been Love. It's been Love. It's been Love with the stupidity. It's the inconsistencies. That's what the Green Bay problem.
You know what it is? They play good against good teams on the road. That's what I noticed about them. At home against a bad team, they don't know what the hell they just forget who they are. But when they have to play a good team on the road, they come through time and time again. And that's why we always buy into that Green Bay, because they always go to the Dallases and beat them on the road. And they have big wins on the road. They go and beat Philly, right? They beat Philly. Then they went and beat Detroit. So it's like
they lost to Philly this year.
They had some big wins on the road. I thought
that was that low scoring joint, 13-something. They lost to Philly.
Oh, okay. They've had big wins on the road.
We'll get to them in a minute, though. Because I got some shit for them.
But Green Bay's dangerous. Green Bay's dangerous, man, and they road warriors. They love playing on the road. That's not a team I would want to play either, especially with that defense. It's just weird like that. At home, a game they should win, they always lose. When on the road, a game that you would think they're gonna lose, they win. And that's what I noticed about them. So they're gonna be dangerous as long as they're in the playoffs. That's a dangerous team. Seattle, they had a good. They won today the way they won, but I worry about Sam Darnold in the playoffs. I think something happens to him. I don't know if it's going to happen to him again as a Seattle Seahawks, but it happened last year with Minnesota. So the jury's out on him, not even the team, on him and his play in the playoffs. So I can't really buy into Seattle and the Rams. I mean, is there cause for concern them losing today? I don't think so, but, they gave up a lot of points. And they didn't beat a team that they should have beaten, So not saying that Carolina They're trash. They look like they're building something there, but
I disagree. I think Carolina's better than what we think they are.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not gonna.
I think Carolina's better than what we think they are. Like you said, they're building something over there, so people overlooking them, and that's one of them.
True though, that's fact. People are overlooking Carolina.
That's one of them games where I call you fuck around and find out games. That's one of them games are. And they found out the Rams.
And they can make the playoffs too.
Yeah, they can. They damn sure can. And they can. And not only that, they got a chance to win that division. They only one game behind Tampa.
Yeah, one game, and they play each other, right? They play each other a couple of more games. And my man's Gimpy too. He ain't playing. He ain't healthy.
Yeah. Mayfield ain't.
Mayfield, that injury ain't gonna heal this season. He's just gonna have to baby it and shoot up, do all that. But that injury he has is not healing 100% this year. So. It's gonna be. This is the most wide open year that I could remember in a long time.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Nobody's safe. Nobody, not even us. I'm not saying when. Look,
right? Not even nobody's safe. Totally right. Seahawks took care of the Vikings 26-0 today. Buccaneers squeaked past the Cardinals.
You know what? Shout out to my man Justin Jefferson. I feel bad for that dude, man. Like you got that talent over there, and we all scream about how good that coach is, Kevin O'Connell, how he does great things. Shame on him for letting your boy Sam Darnold walk out that door when you knew this kid JJ McCarthy wasn't ready to take them reins. Like you got all this talent, and that everybody that team, that Minnesota team is all you got to do is be a decent quarterback over there. You got one of the best, two good receivers, a good running back. Your defense is legit, decent, and you run that chop live out there and set these guys up. Same on that coach, man.
Same on the coach. Same on that franchise.
Yeah, I agree.
For being so big headed, being having balls to do what they did to let go a guy that led this team to like one of the, if not the best record, but one of the best records in the league. They won 15, 14 games. Yeah, they lost in the playoffs, but you know what? It was a big step forward because when that season started, you didn't know what you was going to get from Sam Darnold. You didn't know.
Right.
So for them to make that move, that was horrible. That was a bad move.
I want to know who to do that evaluated McCarthy to make this say, okay, this kid is it.
But I asked you guys this question as McCarthy was coming out of Michigan.
I wasn't sold.
I seen him as a college kid, man, as a college football player. I didn't see him, me personally. I've been saying that about McCarthy when people's like, oh, JJ McCarthy doing his thing. But I'm like, is he really an NFL quarterback, though?
I'm with you, Beans. Me and you said it last year. He played, listen, y'all, he played in a football game.
That's right.
He didn't throw one pass. They ran the ball.
They ran the ball.
That's bad. Listen, I ain't never seen that. Like when you just in college. I take it back, Stony Beans. If it's Army and Navy, they're gonna want that wishbone till they shit fall off the goddamn.
Oh yeah. Right.
38 nothing. They're gonna run the wishbone the whole goddamn game. But this is a Power 5 school. And this is a Michigan. They're playing Penn State, and they ran the ball. Didn't attempt a pass, and you draft this kid. The red tape would have been on that for me. Like I don't know about this dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was a Harbaugh thing, the connection with Harbaugh got him that spot, drafted that well. I don't know if it was. I don't know if they looked at some athleticism that he has, but nah, man, I'm telling you,
and then again, Stoney, I don't even think he's a big dude like that.
He's not a big kid. He's not.
But they drafted him. When did they drafted him? When what is it? When Sam Darnold after that good year they had?
He was on the roster. Maybe he tore his meniscus. He was on the roster. So
they drafted him previously.
When Sam Darnold had that year, he was there.
I get it. Because they didn't think Sam Darnold was going to be the man. That's what it was. Sam Darnold was like the bridge in a way because they picked him up on free agency.
Yeah, but then I would have gave Sam Darnold at least a 2-year contract, Stoney. At least 2.
Oh, hell yeah. I wouldn't have let him go.
I wouldn't have let him go because something, unless this kid wowed him in practice, Stoney. He might have wowed him. He might have. I don't know. He might have wowed him in practice. Now, we all know. Listen, we haven't played at a high level as these guys, but we all know, Beans, we know. You've been in practice with some of these guys in practice. Like, yeah, this dude is the truth. Game time come, he shit on himself. You know what I mean? He nowhere to be found. Stoney, we all know those guys. All right. I think that's what they got with McCarthy. I really do. He's terrible. I'm sorry. He's terrible.
Yeah, man. He's terrible, man. And I don't know what Minnesota was thinking, man, when they made that move.
Did he get what happened when did he even play today? I'm looking at the stats and I'm seeing
no, he's injured.
He's injured.
Rosmer, the backup player,
or whatever is running. That's why they got zipped.
Yeah, McCarthy's hurt.
And Justin Jefferson is my keeper in fantasy, one of my leagues. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed.
So what happens with him? You think they're gonna try to move him? I mean, they can't. Man. They gotta keep him. They can't
get rid of him.
They got to make it happen. They got to see.
They got to find a way for him.
I tell you what, though, Stoney and Beans, if they don't bring nobody in, I can see him making beef to get up out of there. I tell you that right now. Because there's no way, because you all know, listen, receivers are divas. We know that.
Yep.
Receivers are divas. All right. So don't get it wrong. Twisted Stoney, they get paid. I mean, Justin Jefferson got a great contract, but all these bonuses for catches that they get, you don't think that's in the back of their mind? Like, yo, I ain't getting no fucking targets. I ain't getting no catches. I missed out $3 million because you co-signed this bum.
Because it's an incentive laden contract. You know what I mean? So yeah,
most contracts in the NFL, is incentive laden. So yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hey, Stoney, I might go to the owner like, yo, this ain't my fault, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, they're gonna have to do something, man, because I know they're gonna see if this guy pans out. He's gonna have to pan out, man. McCarthy's gonna have to be. He was such a high draft pick. Not to say they can't make other moves, but man, what a bad move, man, for that franchise, man, to put their future in that guy's hand like that, man. When they had a guy already that was doing great, and for them to make that move like that prematurely, man, I'm telling you, man, a lot of jobs are lost over these type of decisions, man. We tell you, the owner's not a bad owner. I think they got a great owner. He's really a football guy, you know, and I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. Because think about it, they went from first to worst, pretty much.
Think about how bad he was, though. They was Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz would have been halfway decent, they would have never put him in the game, McCarthy.
Nah, they wouldn't have. You're right. Because he was a healthy scratch a few times.
The number 10 pick in the draft. That's great.
Yeah, number 10. He went high,
man. He went really high, man.
He went high. The 10th pick. I don't know. That's why I was saying, to me, he was I knew it was something weird about picking him that high for Minnesota. Minnesota needed a gunslinger type of quarterback.
Yeah.
Arm. Somebody who's gonna get that ball out. You know what I mean? It would have made sense for them to draft Penix.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have took him over him.
Trust me. You know what I mean? He probably would have got a better offensive lineman. Penix would have got better offensive line because Minnesota builds off of that offensive line and quarterback, and then they go diva receiver. That's been their thing for the longest, and then they complement with a defense. They should have made that. They should have thought about that. Not saying Penix, but they should have thought about a gunslinging type of quarterback.
Look you know what I mean? Up on they pat Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix was there. You got, like you said, Penix was there. You got there was some players out there they could have picked over that dude, man. like you serious at the draft now? Like,
yeah.
I mean, yo, shout out to the person in the Patriots front office that picked Drake May, because that was a good pick. Because there was a lot of players. I mean, even though that top end of that draft has ended up good picks anyway. With
Yeah,
coming in the form,
Caleb coming.
Jaden Daniels is what he is, but
Yep.
that pick is that draft is well for me personally. I think Drake May was the best quarterback in that draft. That's just me because of his age. He's young.
I'm still with my man in Washington, man. I got hurt. I think Daniels to me was the best one, man, in that draft.
I'm gonna go with May Stoney because of his age. He's younger. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
To see what Daniels did, man.
Daniels, I think Daniels' ceiling is high.
Very high. They got to get him more weapons, man.
So is May too. Don't get Stacks wrong. So May's ceiling's high too, but just by Daniels being that threat of just breaking it on you, like that threat of that run with that consistent arm, with that strength of that arm he has. That's what makes him.
I think listen, y'all might call me crazy.
He did in Detroit last year. Woo.
I think Drake May's arm is better than his. I think Jaden Daniels is a better scrambler, even though Drake May is underrated as a scrambling quarterback because he can't get out of there and run.
He can't get out too, right?
Drake May throws one of the prettiest deep balls I've seen. I'm sorry, bro. When it leaves the hand, it just looks like a completion every time.
What I'm liking about Drake May that I haven't seen in a long time as any Patriots quarterback, there's plays where he know he's gonna run it. There's no doubt about it. It ain't a matter of if there's nobody to throw to. There's just plays where he know once that defense opens up, he's gone. And I like that. That's what I like about Drake May. He's gone. He's a threat on his legs. He's a threat, definitely, because there's plays where you could just see it. Like you could just see his body language. He's out. So I'll give that to him. He's gotten better with that because I feel like in the past that would be his way out.
Yeah.
But I think now he knows, man. I'm 6 to 7 yards. Once he sees that space, he's gone. And he's gotten better at that. So
yeah. So before we go on, man, shout out to everybody, man, in the YouTube, Facebook Live, man. Hit us with a thumbs up, man. Hit us with that like and share and forward this to your friends and family, man. It's a regular Sports Guys talk show. I
got a bet for tonight too.
That's what I'm about to do. Yeah, man, we got Stony Sportsbook popping off, man. Stony, what's going on, man? About to make these people, give these people a little gems, man, so they can probably have a happy holiday. Go ahead.
It's gonna be real easy, man, tonight, man. I've been riding this under wave like the last 4 or 5 weeks, man. And a lot of times it's been my main bet, and other times it's been my side bet. But we're putting all that shit to rest. We're just doing one thing and one thing only, man. We're taking the under 43.5 Broncos versus Commanders tonight. I ain't giving you no stat. The only stat I could give you, it's been hitting the last 6 weeks. All the prime time games been finishing under one way or another. Even when you think it's going over, something happens and it stays under. So that's the play for tonight, and that's the play for tomorrow night. Under. So tonight we're gonna do under 43.5 Broncos Commanders, and tomorrow Patriots Giants under 46.5.
Nice. Thanks for that, man. We appreciate that, man. Thanks, Stoney, for giving us that. Nice.
No, we gotta ride these waves, man. We
gotta ride that wave. You've been saying that under, man, and I gotta give it to you. That under has been hitting.
And the one that sticks out the most is the Cowboys one when CeeDee Lamb dropped that pass.
Yes.
Had he caught that pass for that touchdown, which I thought was gonna happen, that game would have went over. And what ended up happening after he dropped that pass, they nailed the ball. After that, they nailed it and they ran the clock out.
You something, man. Them fucking Eagles, man. I never seen a team.
What happened?
With so much turmoil when they win, lose, or draw. It's all they won a Super Bowl And I never seen players so miserable after winning. The guy AJ Brown bitching after the Super Bowl win. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen that. I mean, Jalen Hurts is my guy. He shows no emotion anyway.
I like Jalen.
I like him too.
I like Jalen Hurts.
He has no. He doesn't really show you no emotion. It's like, but
And
that I'm gonna tell you, Stoney. Only thing is that coach has lost that locker room. I'm gonna go ahead and say that out the way because there's too much chatter in that locker room. There's too much, and it's been going on for 2 years. Eagles are in a bad spot because they can't fire that dude because he's winning. So then
he's winning, man. You can't.
And then every time they get a coordinator, they have my man. That's the New Orleans coach. Came in, did well. When they had Shane Steichen, who's the coach at the Colts, did well. Every time he gives one of his homeboys from the east side of Philly, one of them Italian cats, Kevin Patullo, you know what I'm saying? He gives him the job, and all the players are kind of pointing the fingers at this dude. He gives the dude the like. I don't want to say that, but when that black dude was the coordinator, they ginsued him right away. But this dude this dude right here is like that's his homeboy, so he's gonna let it ride out. It's kind of like reminds me of that shit when Belichick gave Patricia the offensive goddamn coordinator job.
Right.
I mean, you got an offensive juggernaut with these guys over there. Saquon ain't running the ball. The people say, "Oh, Saquon ain't running the ball." They ain't using him the same way. It's not the same Saquon. They ain't giving him the ball. So he had 11 carries. Yeah, like, come on, man. I'm telling you. That team, I'm going to go, listen, if they go to the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised, Tony, if they won and done. I'm telling you that right now. I just don't like it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way. I mean, we're going to see what this team's about because they're going to have no choice but to get that shit together. They you know what it is? They got that room to be with the way they are. Put it that way. They got room for it. They gave the city they gave those fans a championship, so the fans are not too intense. They on some shit. Don't get me wrong. They still not happy how the team is performing, but they got that championship to like kind of
ease
the pain a little bit. But come playoff times, you could throw all that shit out the window because that's where it's gonna stop.
There's only
free time shit. This free time they got right now because that's what they got. They got free time. They got the space because they got a good record. They're in the playoffs. But come playoffs and they do go 1-out, then it's really gonna be some shit.
I'm telling you right now, it's only one fan worse than a Boston fan. That's a fucking Philly fan.
Yeah.
They ain't giving a fuck what they won last year. I'm telling you right now. They're
not as intense. Though. That's what I'm saying. They're not. It's not too much pressure right now.
When they lost to the Bears, they booed them. And
they was booing them.
That's a Philly fan. Philly fans. They just one of them fans. You can win the Super Bowl 5 years in a row. If you ain't putting out a product, they going in. That's just how they are.
That lost to the Bears. That lost to the Bears. They probably people from. You're right, man. Philly
the loss to the Cowboys was worse than the loss to the Bears.
Yeah.
But the Bears are playing some. That was just a bad spot for them, man. I knew they was gonna have some problems. And that game against the Bears, it was just a bad spot. But hey, come playoff times, to me, that's where the clock's gonna start. If they lose, that's where the clock starts for the coach and for that team. But other than that, they're gonna have to get it together. I mean, there's still games left. They're gonna have to get it together. But come playoff time, they're gonna have to really get their shit right.
I'm about to pull up their goddamn schedule because them Dallas is on. Dallas might. I hope Dallas don't catch them. I really do. That shit is the way they looking. Remember, they did that shit last 2 years ago when they had that complete collapse. And they lost all those games. They started out, remember, like 9-0 or some shit.
Yeah. And then they almost fumbled in the end.
Yeah, and they lost in the first round. They lost in the first round that year. But they are just, I don't know, man. Well, see, look at this. They got their schedule's favorable. Definitely favorable. They got the Commanders twice, and then the only hard team they got is the Chargers. But I don't know. Herbert got hurt today.
He did.
Yeah, he hurt his hand, so he might be out for a little while. And they got the Bills, so that there's 2 games. So I see him beating. I can see him beating the Commanders twice. But then again, I don't know with this team. I ain't gonna sit here and say that.
Who got injured today?
Justin Herbert got hurt.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, something with his hand. But yeah, and they'll beat the Raiders. The Patriots should be undefeated. How did we lose to the Raiders?
How do we lose to the Raiders?
I'm watching them today, Stoney. I said, looking at them, I said, they a bad team, man.
They're a bad team, man.
Yeah, what's going on with the Raiders, man?
They are a bad team, man. They need a lot. They need a lot of improvements in all areas on that team, man.
I didn't talk about firing your man Pete Carroll. I said, God damn, Pete, this got to get.
Yeah, Pete's not the problem, man.
Didn't I say that a couple of weeks ago, guys? I said
Pete's not the problem, man.
I know Pete's not. I'm sure Pete could coach up that team. I don't think Pete's the problem, but I knew they was going to blame old Pete. They're gonna blame old Pete. They had to fall back on somebody to blame, and it's gonna be old Pete. They're gonna say, "Oh, Pete was too old. He can't coach up the team." You know, you got dudes like Jacoby Myers who wanted out because you don't know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know. So, you know, and Gino's not looking like how Gino was looking post having him as his coach. Right?
Yeah.
Think about that. Gino was looking good until this dude came back on his radar. Now he's his coach again. Not saying that he didn't give Gino the chance up in Seattle. He did. He did give Gino the chance and put him back on the mat. But then after he dipped out, Gino was doing his thing.
Yeah.
You get picked up by the Raiders and the old ball coach is back, but then your game is falling off a little bit. It could be coach. You never know. It could be the old man coach. He's, it's the same kind of concept of them. Nobody wants the Belichicks no more, right? They want the young kids, the McVays of the world and stuff. So we'll see.
On a side note, man, talking about a team that's gonna give me a heart attack. These Celtics, man. Me tell you.
And Stoney, I'm sitting here looking. Me and you looking at the same thing right now. I'm just looking at this goddamn score, and I'm saying to myself, Lord have mercy.
This team is they'll be losing by 13, then they'll be winning by 20, then they'll be down by 3, then they up 12, and now they up 2. I'm like,
no. They up it's 114. Yeah, you're right. My shit just jumped to what you just said. Yeah,
yo,
they were, but
they were up. They was up by almost 20 when I last looked.
Yeah, Stoney, I never see, and they did this shit when Tatum was there. So let's not even go there. When Tatum was there, they would give up a lead. Now they did this shit last night. Last night to Minnesota.
Last night to Minnesota, man. They was up a good amount of points last night, and they gave it up. And then
let's switch.
It was just quick. My bad. It was just a quick side.
No. Let's switch mode because I want to ask some questions. I haven't been watching. I've been watching basketball and stuff football, and I've been watching. Watched a couple of college games this weekend, which wasn't nothing too really exciting this weekend in the college games, football games. But Stacks, what's going on? Like, am I right or right? What's going on with the Celtics? Didn't I ask you guys these questions about a few weeks ago about coaching and what's going on with the Celtics?
I knew the year wasn't going to be extremely perfect. And shout out to Jaylen Brown because he's playing his ass off every game.
And that's what I was hoping I seen. I was going to see that Jaylen Brown. That's what I was hoping, that he was going to be that guy. And he's doing what we paid him to do, man. He's being that leader and he's scoring, but we need to tighten up our defense, man. I think the defense is playing horrible, man. We can't be giving up these leads and not be able to stop the other team from getting back into the game. I know teams make runs, man, but the defense, the timely scoring down the stretch, it's not going to always be Jaylen Brown. Like last night, man, Jaylen Brown tried, man, but that 3 didn't go down.
Shout out, it's a couple players not playing tonight either, Stoney. Derek White ain't playing. So
Okay.
yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, that explains a lot. So, but still, you up 20 points. You got to close that out in the third quarter at that. So
Right.
you got to close. You 20 points in the first, and they come back. Okay, I get it. But 20 points in midway through the third, like the Celtics, man. I don't know, man. They just got listen. Granted, I watch a lot of college basketball. Go ahead, brothers. Tank. I like to have one of them guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just want to tell you.
But let me ask this question.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna tank.
Let me ask this question. They ain't gonna tank. But let me ask this question: should they make any moves prior to trade? Trade moves?
Nobody don't want none of that chopped liver.
We don't got nothing.
I don't think we're built that way. I think we what we got now, it's gonna have to work some way somehow until Tatum gets there. So they just gonna have to get better, you know. And that's what we hoping. I mean, let's see. I mean, it happens, man. These players are gonna have to develop.
Damn.
And they're gonna have to develop rather quickly because you know, this is what we got.
That goes to show you how losing one player can change the whole. And I wouldn't say one player, but you know, the roster has changed, right? I mean, Stacks, Cook. Did the roster
lose 2 players?
Let me ask out. Did the roster change to get younger, or was it talent?
Younger.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So now I understand. So now I totally understand. Now I understand what's going on.
Holiday, they was pretty much on their last leg. You know, I mean, Drew Holiday, he got, but I'm cool with that they let those guys go. They had to. If some guys had to go from that team, it was those 2 guys. Now,
who that? Holiday and who?
Holiday and Porzingis.
Okay, right.
You know, so now we got these new guys.
I'm cool with moving on with Porzingis.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too. You know?
He over there in Atlanta doing the same shit, barely playing.
Question: is OKC gonna break the Golden State Warriors record?
They got a chance. They
only lost 1 game.
Yo, shout out to that general manager. That team is set up to go on a run for years.
That's OKC, right?
For years.
Yeah,
they're gonna run that Western Conference. The way the Warriors had a stranglehold, it's gonna be similar to that. Maybe even longer.
If they get back again this year, the competition will be big though.
They got a chance this year to get a lottery pick again.
Get out of here.
Yeah, because of the trades they made.
Damn. Will LeBron play yet?
Yeah. LBJ been. Let me tell you, LBJ been playing well, but don't get it twisted. Like we talked about, that fucking Celtics. That's Luka's team. Period. That's Luka's team.
Right. That's Luka's team, and Luka, man, he looks good, man. He's in great shape. Yo, that dude's in great shape. And he's letting people know, man. I'm here, man. I'm here. You guys wanted to see a Luka in shape. Well, here you have it. And man, he looks good, man. You can see it, man. His energy's up. He's unstoppable right now, man. That Lakers team, they're gonna be dangerous, man. They get a guard. What do you think, T? A guard, or I mean, they got Luka, but I'm just saying.
I think they need. I ain't too committed to their big, Stoney. I think if they get another big, they missing Anthony Davis, but I think they need another guy like to hold down that middle, because they remember they got to go through Jokic. They got to go.
Yeah, they got to go through Jokic.
Go through OKC. So some of them guys that got a legitimate big, I think they'll have a problem with those guys. But you know, I'm disappointed with Dallas this year, Stoney. I really disappointed with Dallas. I thought they'd be a little bit better. Well, I know Cooper Flag's playing decent, but I just thought they'd be a little bit better, man. I mean, Kyrie's still out. I get that part, but I don't know, man. I'm a little disappointed with Dallas. But the West, now here comes Houston's back on it now. Now that's going to be playoff time coming. I would love to see a Houston OKC Western Conference Finals story. I think that would be.
Damn, Houston balling up like that?
Hell yeah. And they got Durant. What? Listen, Durant.
That's right. They got Durant.
He looks so yo, he looks so relaxed because he's not gonna have to do much on that team. What he's gonna do on that team is gonna just be perfect, yo. His role on that team is gonna be perfect, man. You know, he's gonna be that guy when he has to, score those points down the stretch, last 5 minutes, he's going back and forth against a Luka or a Jokic. He's gonna be that guy, but he's not gonna need to be that guy throughout the whole game. So they got a great team, and he's a great compliment to that team. And I think that's the last stop for him.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be.
Definitely is.
Shout out to the Celtics for that win, for making us sweat like they always got.
God damn, right? They cheat. I heard you said damn Celtics because they let this dude shoot a three.
Yeah. My man shoot a three.
It's like if there was more time, shit. Like they got to nip that. They got to figure it out. They got to figure it out, man. But
they better figure it out because I wanted to drop this real quick. I know. Shout out to my cousin Brent, man, New York Knicks fan. They're gonna be here on Tuesday. Me and him is heading to that game on Tuesday. Knicks Celtics. So it's gonna be spicy because he's gonna come in with his whole fucking what's this dude's name? His whole Spike Lee ensemble shit, and you know what I mean. And he's gonna be ready for it.
I don't think there's no fan like a Knicks fan.
No.
You think so, Stoney? There's no fan like you couldn't tell them dudes they ain't win an NBA championship back to back. You can't tell them.
You can't. You would have thought they won one recently. That's how they are. Those fans.
And then this is how bad New York is. The blasphemy that they would hang Carmelo. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Melo guy.
Yeah.
They would hang Stoney and Beans, Carmelo Anthony's jersey up, and Bernard King's numbers not in that rafter is crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's how that franchise is.
Yeah, Bernard King. So they must have something wrong with him. Then they must have an issue with Bernard King and his family. Bernard King still alive?
Yeah,
hell yeah,
still kicking. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. No, I gotta ask these questions. These old school players, man, be moving on, man. So
man, that motherfucker is chilling, man. He's out there chilling right now.
Yeah,
he's just staying low though. That's what it is.
Listen,
that don't know, look up. Bernard King was the original 50. Like Bernard King came to the arena, he's gonna give you a cool 50.
Oh yeah, he's gonna give you a cool 50.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. That was a Knicks player, though. Bernard King. Seriously, you're right about that, man.
New York.
Exactly. Yes. So yeah, man, it's gonna be nice, man, to chop it up with my cousin. We're gonna go to that game. He's like on a Knick tour right now. So especially coming to Boston, he had to call me up like, yo, blah, 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 blah. Coming to your city, boom, boom, whoop y'all ass. I'm like, yeah, all right, we gonna see. He was like, yo, boom, boom, boom. So we're gonna go to the game and chat and have a good banter at the game. I'll send y'all some pictures. But because I wanted to go Madison Square, but that Madison Square Garden ticket is like off the chain, man. It's just crazy.
Especially since they went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Since you can't even like
game Stoney the Eastern
Conference, and they like, listen, they tickets is off the chain, man. So
Stoney said it well though. I'm gonna remember that shit. I don't remember how they acted. I'm gonna remember that shit.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna remember that shit because you know what? The roles will reverse where we're gonna be over there clinching a series win in New York. I would love to be there for that game. I know it's gonna be wild and shit, man. I'm gonna have to be ready to, get into it because them Knicks fans are wild, man. But yeah, man, that's all you could do is remember how they were acting when they beat us. What, game 2? That's when they was acting up. They beat us in game 2.
Yeah,
not knowing how to act, giving those poor Celtics workers a hard time and shit, acting like they won a championship when it was just game 2.
Right. So, you're right. No, but Knicks,
they'll be reminded though. They'll be reminded, and that's in all the Celtics fans and
Knicks fans be acting like they done won 2 of them joints back to back all the time. You're right, those Stacks. That's a good analogy about them. They do not play around with that team.
Knicks fans are equivalent to Cowboy fans. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You're totally right.
Same thing, man.
That's the same.
That's a great comparison.
Good comparison. Great comparison. Man. They're the same type of people. Bro.
Everybody likes the Knicks and the Master Square Garden and everything around it. People, they love them, but there's no hardware there. The last time they won hardware, none of us was born. None of us was. I mean, like, I don't even think they had the Larry O'Brien during that time. It was something like this size and shit.
Hey, as you going in that, how they feel? You go in Madison Square, that big ass arena, and it's like 2 banners up there.
2 banners.
2 banners, right?
2 banners in 200 years.
and it took MJ to retire for them to even go back to the finals.
2 banners in 200 while we running around with how many we got? 18?
18 of them things.
Yo, if MJ don't retire and they didn't have the strike, shit, they wouldn't have made it to those finals.
Yeah.
If you think about it. So they got lucky.
And then they got cleaned up then. They got cleaned up.
Right.
Shout out to Akeem Olajuwon and them.
For real. Oh, yeah, that's right. Olajuwon and them took care of that business.
Yeah, game 7, man.
That's right.
Starks went cold in game 7.
Starks went cold. That's right. Yeah, John Starks.
That was their year. They thought they was gonna win a championship too.
That was their best chance.
That was their best chance.
That was their best chance. You're right. I remember that.
They made to the finals that strike
year. Look how long ago that was, and that was their best chance.
That was 94. That was during the OJ.
I remember that strike year, Stoney. They went to the finals with Sprewell and lost.
That was a good year too. I was rooting for them, man. Believe it or not.
Oh, and the reason in the strike season.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. They played Duncan in them in what was that? 50 games.
Yep.
Yeah, 50 games.
In 50 games. Yeah, 50 games.
The reason
I
why
remember that because Duncan them got a little. Not to cut you, Cook. Duncan them got a little asterisk with that one because it was only 50 games.
Yeah, they got a little asterisk, but they made up for it after that.
Oh no, they made up. Hell yeah, they made up for it. They ended up winning.
They made up for it after that, B. They went on a little run.
I think that was David Robinson last one, right?
Nah, I think he played one more year after that, and then that was it.
Okay. Yeah, David Robinson.
He retired when he won that one.
Yeah, when they won that one. Yeah, when they won that 50. When they won that 50, he was done. That's what I'm thinking. That was the year he got that.
Dave only got one. Dave only got one joint.
Dave only got one joint. He wasn't part of Ginobili and Tony.
I knew that.
Hell no. He left that year. That was that kind of like it solidified his career.
That was him and
he passed it. He said, I'm passing this to Duncan. He passed the reins.
What was the black dude that was the run on the running back?
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson, the point guard. It was him, Avery.
That Johnson. Steven Jackson too.
Shout out to Sean Elliott.
Sean Elliott, Steven Jack. Who else was on that squad?
Little squad. There was somebody else on that squad.
Somebody else was on that squad. Come on, man. How y'all gonna forget about
my guy? I don't think he was on that squad, but my guy is Bruce Bowen.
I don't think Bruce might have been there.
Bruce was on there.
I think Bruce came.
Bruce was on there. And what's my other dude?
He didn't have a big role yet. He kind of
dude got the nickname for winning the chance. What's his name, man? The dude from LA. He won it with
Robert Horry.
Robert Horry was on there.
I don't like that dude, man.
He was on there.
Robert Horry was young. He was on Houston then.
He was on Houston. He helped Houston win.
Didn't he put some time in with the Spurs too?
Yeah, he did play there.
I think he did play there. I don't know.
He was old.
Yeah, I think he did.
He was old.
Okay. A lot of teams.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to remember who.
I got that roster pulled up now. Tim Duncan. Oh, Mario Ellie.
Mario Ellie,
that dude. Him and his threes. The way he used to shoot threes. He didn't even jump. He used to kind of like just.
Yo, no was on that team. Beans on the low. Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Duncan and them. That 50. Yeah. That was a nice one. That was when Duncan came out. That was his coming out.
I don't know how they won that ring, Stone. They had a bunch of washed up dudes on that team.
Yeah, but listen, Duncan, the way he used that backboard, man, it's amazing,
man.
Yes,
Even
He
watching
said it.
him,
That's how he used to shoot when he was little. He didn't know how to shoot like into the basket. He used to use the backboard.
Yo, I'm telling you right now.
back in St. Thomas.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say they should name that island after that dude, bro.
It's good, man.
Back in St. Thomas, St. Croix, the Virgin Islands. Yeah, man.
He's low though, man. He's low, man.
He's low.
That dude.
He looked weird.
I knew he was. I knew he was
looked weird with the dreads, those stacks. Don't you think he looked kind of weird with the dreads?
I seen the other day. Them joints is long too. Long.
Yeah. He just probably be chilling in the island, like, yo, I'm just, you know what I mean?
And you know, he don't spend no money. He probably just be chilling. He probably got like 100 million just sitting there.
That's what I'm saying. That dude's paid. Yo, Tim Duncan, man.
Guys like him, you know, you gotta give them props, man. He don't let the fame get to him and change the way he is.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get into trouble, man. He doesn't get into money problem. He just lays low, enjoys his life.
Yeah.
Don't hear about him, man. You know.
Yeah, but that's that island boy. You know, he probably still got that, you know, tight roots, and you know, his island roots probably held him tight, man.
Yeah, they protect him, man. You know, he probably got a nice circle. You know, you don't need to go outside of that.
Because come on, you know, Duncan could have been a big time. He was a big time superstar, but I'm talking about like, you know, famous. Like, you know what I mean? Famous, like running around Hollywood type shit. Like, you know, like a Shaq in them. Like, you know. How come Duncan won how many? How come you don't see him? All right, you don't see him on no TVs.
5 joints. That's a lot of rings, dog.
Think about 5 joints.
That's a lot of rings, man.
Think about he won 5 guys. Think about 5
on one team, Stoney, on one team.
He won 5 joints, and you don't see Duncan on. He ain't getting no commercials like that. You don't see him on no ESPN, yabbing.
I think he be turning it down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't even want none of that.
He don't want that. He don't want none of that. He don't
want no interview. None of that. No, none of that. He did an interview with a podcast I was watching the other day, and it was like, you could tell he was awkward. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was sitting on the podcast, and it was like, he was topping it up, but there's not nothing. You could tell it's something that he don't normally do. You could see it in his demeanor. You know what I mean? Like, he just don't sit down and just divulge his life or what he's doing now. You get what I mean? Because that's all they want to know is what you doing now. They might say, yeah, your accolades, you won 5, and I remember when you did this, that backboard shit was off the chain. But so what are you doing now, though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you up to now, so people can know what they doing in their life. And he's probably one of them dudes like, nah, I'm good with all of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Another lost soul. What up, y'all? Another lost soul, man. Where you been, man? You the stat genius of this team, man. Where you at? That's right. Give him that, man. He's probably saying like, yo, I haven't seen you guys on here in a minute. Nah, we did take a little Thanksgiving hiatus, man. We'll be back, man. We back.
We ate too much turkey on Thursday, man.
Yeah, man. It was a little too hectic, man, for this week.
These dudes is girl dads. They do the dancing dad thing on the weekends sometimes.
Another lost soul. What up, man? What you got going on? Another lost soul. I know you're gonna have some questions for us, man, before we chime out, man. We've been
report or injury report.
Yeah, he's gonna throw something. That's why I'm waiting before we even call it a night, man. I'm giving him a couple seconds so he could drop something, because I know Lost Soul gonna be like, so and this and that. He might give us a report on tomorrow's game. Patriots playing tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night against Stoney's.
Oh yeah, Monday night.
Monday against Stoney's Giants. We're gonna see what that is, Stoney.
Well, I'm taking the under, man. So
I know we taking the under, but we gonna see what that is, man. I know you want that. Yo, so what y'all think? The Giants is going? Y'all think they're gonna hire a young boy coach? Since y'all saying
why not?
Belichick's out the door, right?
I would love to take that job. That if I'm a up and coming coach out there, that is the job to get right now. The Giants, because I'm telling you, it's their turn, man.
Yeah,
it's their turn to burn. And what better franchise to turn around than the New York Football Giants?
Giants,
you go over there, You got a nice nucleus over there with Neighbors. Hopefully he comes back healthy, and that defense looks stout. Quarterback, yo, man,
I think you need a coach that's going to bring in some good offensive staff, quarterback coach. Remember, quarterback coach means a lot, and
He usually does.
quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, and a good defensive staff too. And if they could put that together with the head coach, yeah, you're right. The Giants could put their thing back together again.
That's what you want to. That's where you want to go.
Lane Kiffin did go to LSU, so he took that job.
He did. He took the job.
Yo, he's out. He ain't even gonna coach that team in the play because they in the playoffs.
Oh, they're in the playoffs. That's crazy. I hope you guys. We had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Another lost soul, man. I hope you had a good thing. Yeah, real quick, let's talk about that.
Yeah,
I knew it. The kid Trinidad what's his name? Childress or whatever his last name.
Trinidad Chambers.
Chambers posted on his thing that, boom, 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 everybody's trying to rile up their coach, this and that, talk about this and that. And he said, we just going to go out there and play ball like game for game or something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he left and went with Lane Kiffin. That wouldn't be the first time. He probably will. I know that quarterback they got, I think he's senior. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chambers went over there to LSU with him.
Ooh.
I mean, but not right now though.
No, not right now, but after the end of the year.
After the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times this kid Chambers, how you say his last name?
Trinidad Chambers.
How many times Chambers transferred out the portal?
He was a D2 guy last year. He transferred up to Division 1. And,
okay.
So he got another year.
He still has an eligibility to make a move.
Yep.
Wow. That might be a move. I never thought about that. Yes, Ole Miss is doing their thing this year. Ole Miss is back on. They back on the map. They're in the playoffs. They back on the map, right? So yeah, Ole Miss is back on the map. Lane Kiffin's doing his job, but to take that job before you even complete one playoff game in the college football.
That's wild.
That's wild. And Stacks, you're right. We're gonna see Trinidad play in LSU come next season. You're right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Good games next Friday, fellas. The Big Ten and that's woo. My goodness, you got too many Super Bowls.
The Big Ten championship and the SEC championship games next week.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
I think it's Georgia
and Alabama.
Georgia and Bama, which I'd take Bama. Georgia cannot beat Bama for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they just. I would take Bama, and then about Indiana and Ohio State.
I knew it was coming.
That's a goodie.
Indiana and Ohio State. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I already beat you to that one, no lost soul. I already said that one.
Yeah, another lost soul. Thanks for the stats, but Stacks already put this one. Justin Herbert. We didn't know. He knew he broke a bone in his hand, so he's having surgery already. So he's done for the season. Right?
He ain't done.
No,
it's on his non-throwing hand.
It's in his left non-throwing hand. So
non-throwing. Okay.
They might if they make the play. I would shut him down. He probably get 2 weeks off, and then they cast it up, and he'll go out there and play. Put him in shotgun, and he'll go out there and play.
Yeah, he's gonna play. He's not done.
He's right.
Shout out to another lost soul, man. Thanks for that update.
Hey, Stoney, he's another one that's always hurt too.
Yeah, he's another one.
He
had potential, strong arm, but
he's glass.
Something about him. He's Mr. Glass too, man.
Yeah,
that's Garoppolo part 2, man. Right now, and I like Herbert. I got him in my fantasy, and for some reason, I don't trust him every week, and I'll just stick with my boy Magic Pat. Look, Magic Pat lost against the Cowboys, but put up 40 fantasy numbers for me right now. So,
they're in trouble.
Kansas City's in trouble, man. And
I told you, Stoney, it was a chance they might not make the playoffs, man.
I knew it was going to be one of them, and it ain't going to be the Bills. I think the Bills is going to be the ones that make it and not the Chiefs.
Yeah, you said you thought the Bills wasn't sure the Bills will make it. I think I think the Bills will make it. It's Stoney. I still think Baltimore got a chance to make it. I still do.
I think they're gonna win that the division. I mean, Pittsburgh ain't gonna win it. I mean, that's the only team.
No, Pittsburgh trying to give it away.
Then they got Cincinnati, who's trying to creep up in that division with them, right?
That is true. Cincinnati trying to creep up in it.
Cincinnati's trying to creep up.
It's gonna be a dogfight, man. But shout out to the Chicago Bears, man. Number 1 in the NFC, man. Who would have thought?
Boy, if you'd have took that into Vegas and you'd have cashed in, boy.
You would have cashed in.
You would have cashed in. Nice.
You would have cashed in nicely
because too, man. Shout out to Ben Johnson, man. He went over there.
Stacks told
the thing, man.
Beginning of this season on Regular Sports Guys podcast, Parlay With Us podcast, Stacks said, give this coach Johnson, because he's a quarterback type of coach. And he said, yo, give him some time to work with this Caleb Williams, and we might see a difference. And look, it's happening already.
Yep.
It's happening already. It's happening already. He's ahead of schedule. He's probably his quarterback guy. He probably, like I just said, a good offensive coach who knows how to call some sweet plays, a good coordinator, and a good quarterback coach. That's what your quarterback needs. Somebody who's going to teach you the tangibles, keep you on point, and somebody going to show you how to read and play and make these play calls at the line.
You know what Caleb is doing what Jaden Daniels was doing, pretty much. When Jaden Daniels had it, it's a very similar play that he's displaying right now. He's running out the pocket. He got two good running backs now, because that dude Monunga is coming through, and I'm a fool for letting him go, man. On my other league, I had him and I knew he was gonna come around. But you got two running backs. They both can catch it, and he's running all types of different plays, man. And he got the receivers and the Dunze and the other receivers he got going on over there with Moore. I mean, they running all kinds of nice plays, man. And on top of that,
DJ Moore, that's right.
And on top of that, he's scrambling. Caleb Williams. He's running at the right time, getting those first downs, and the defense is feeding off the energy. They got great cornerback play. They got great cornerbacks over there in Chicago. Tell me not, T. That dude Jalen Smith, I think Jalen.
Yeah. He's good.
Oh man, he's a beast, man, over there in that cornerback spot.
Chicago out of nowhere. Who would have thought? And real quick, Seattle Seahawks.
They're going as far as Sam Darnold takes them.
I know y'all saying that, but they up there. They weren't there last year. You know what I mean? We wasn't talking about Seattle Seahawks last year. They're there. Chicago's there. The Patriots is there. You know what I mean? Look at these teams. Rams is there. Oh, the Rams is there. I can't leave the Rams out. The Rams is there.
My sleeper team, Carolina Panthers, still
Carolina Panthers. Yo, I had them. Remember, I was the one on what's up with that kid? What's the kid name they drafted some years ago? He had the big name, and you know what I mean? Bryce Young, and he was the number 1, right? Or second pick or first?
I think he was number 1.
He was the number one. He was the number 1 pick. And I asked you guys this last season on the show about this kid. And I remember I was like, yo, this kid's trash. He's not going to be in that. And look, one season, different coaching, right?
Different coaching.
Quarterback coach, offensive coordinator. Now he's developing into something. So I got to eat my words. You see what I'm saying? It takes those things, you know what I mean? It takes look. Mac Jones, he's Purdy's back, but just look at the body of work that Mac Jones did with a Shanahan coach. Woo! Right? To the point where I heard in the meeting, I heard in the media, they putting out there what teams are the best fit for Mac Jones next season. And the Steelers was one of them.
Steelers is one. Shit, you might as well take them over the Steelers. What's another team that the other team I was watching that need a quarterback? I was watching somebody. Steelers definitely is one. It was somebody else I was watching.
It was somebody else, but Steelers is definitely one.
I'll tell you right now.
The Jets.
The Jets.
Jets is one. There was there's a couple teams out there that could use a quarterback.
I think that the Saints are gonna need a quarterback. I don't think.
Well, they say my man said he's gonna stick with that rookie for a minute. Remember they drafted one, so they said they're gonna.
And you know what? That's fine. He's a rookie. I agree with that. You can't just one and done with a rookie, man. You know, you got to give that develop, put some pieces around him, and see what you could get out of him. But how about the Raiders? You think the Raiders with the Geno Smith project? You think that
might be over? They might be done with.
I would give that one more year with a different coach.
With a different coach.
Yeah. I agree.
With a different coach.
I agree.
Because it's not like Geno's tangibles is not there. It's just the way that it's the personnel, what they got going on, and it's probably a shit show over there. No bullshit.
Yeah. Pittsburgh
defense are playing Crosby, but what's going on? What's really going on over there?
Oh yeah. What about what you think they're gonna do in Minnesota? Could he fit in Minnesota?
He could pop. Yo, who's the coach in Minnesota again?
Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, there you go. He might do good. You're right.
Man, Flores over there with that defense.
But Kevin O'Connell, offensive guy, gonna put him in a good situation. Probably get him a good coach as far as the offensive coordinator. Yeah, that'll be great for Mac Jones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If they realize that JJ is just a backup.
Shout out to Mac, man. I'm glad Mac reinvented himself.
Yeah, he reinvented. But shout out to Kyle Shanahan. He reinvented Mac.
Yeah. I knew Mac was gonna be all right. He's gonna he'll have a job, man.
You knew Mac was gonna be all right, man.
I mean,
we knew Mac was dead in the water when he was over there. When he was out there in Jacksonville, everybody was like, "Damn, Mac's done."
I mean, but he's an Alabama alumni, man. You know, I'm shocked that.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Besides Jalen Hurts, and he came from Oklahoma, right?
I know. Yeah, I'm with you on this one, B.
Besides Jalen Hurts, because he won a Super Bowl. And he came from Oklahoma prior to going to Bama because it's Bama, right? Name. Have y'all seen a real top tier? Like Bama don't make the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks don't come out of Bama. Everything else comes out of Bama.
Receivers. I think wide receivers, defensive ends, running backs.
They make everything but quarterbacks.
That's true. That's true. Is Bryce Young from Alabama?
Yeah.
Yep. Bryce Young.
Stroud is Ohio State.
State. Yep. C.J. Stroud was a Ohio State product. You know what I mean? But Bryce Young, like you said, same thing. Tua, Bama. You see what I'm saying? These are Bama products. Yes, they.
What about the kid that came out last year? What happened to him? That quarterback. They had a quarterback last year.
They did have a quarterback last year.
Milrose on Seattle.
Seattle drafted him, right?
Yeah, he's a backup.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Melrose.
Melrose.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe. Yeah, he's on Seattle.
Milroe.
Yes.
Milroe.
Yes. Look,
that's the first time I seen. That's only the second time I seen Alabama with a black quarterback. Ben Bryant probably rolled over in his grave.
No, you had Jalen. Yeah. You had Hurts. You had Tua, but Tua's not black.
He's
not black.
Tua's Hawaiian. Pacific.
Yeah, he's Polynesian. I'm trying to think. You're right, yo. You might be onto something, Stacks.
Yeah, man.
Certain teams that don't have black. I would tell you another one on the low. Tell me last time you seen a black quarterback at Georgia.
Or LSU.
LSU had a few.
Yeah, LSU had a few. Jaden Daniels, the name of few.
Yeah.
Nah, you're right. Georgia.
That was a bust. Remember my man Jamarcus Russell? That was a bust.
That's right, Jamarcus Russell, the bust.
Yeah,
LSU had a couple, but you're right. Georgia, no.
Georgia. I think they had that one dude back in the day, DJ Shockley. Oh, Quincy Carter. Remember him back in the day?
Quincy Carter.
Carter, yeah, he used to play for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
he played for the Cowboys. Yeah, he did. And he got some run. He got some run in the Cowboys. He got some run.
Nah, you ain't gonna see no black quarterback at BYU.
Nah, you barely lucky see a black player at goddamn BYU. Goddamn BYU, nobody going no goddamn BYU.
Yeah, black BYU.
I
Man,
mean AJ DeBancer though, but he had to pay him $7 million to go there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, Stoney, the way we grew up and BYU come knocking at your door? Coach, man, Coach, you got this laid out good, but I ain't going to no goddamn BYU.
Bro,
I just can't, man. Y'all ain't. I gotta have something to do off campus, Coach.
Right. I gotta have something to do off campus, man. I can't be going to these seminars all day. And these book meetings, book club meetings.
Nah,
all the schools that recruit.
They have you in a Mormon church quicker than you think, bro.
All those schools, man, like Iowa and stuff like that. The inner city kids, they don't want to fuck around out there, man.
They don't.
But they go. Iowa do get kids, so I can't say that.
No, Iowa get kids. Mizzou, they get kids. Wisconsin, they get kids.
But see, Wisconsin different because you can go to Milwaukee and get it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you can go to Milwaukee.
You go, a little bus ride. You in the shy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
All right.
That's
all
true.
right.
You got some surrounding.
Yeah,
You got some surrounding.
Yeah. Utah, you a little ways from Cali, B. You know what I'm saying?
Or Seattle.
Or Seattle. There you go. Or Seattle. Like even Phoenix, right?
Even Phoenix, yeah. So yeah, right. Some of these kids, they don't want to go these mid-man.
Dog, you're not talking me into going to BY goddamn you.
Yeah. Kansas State.
Yeah, Kansas. Kansas get them though. They
get them though. That's what I'm saying. They recruit these places. They do.
But they got a good basketball program.
Some of them inner city kids, though, like we talked about Beans, they need to be in programs like that though. They really.
Oh yeah. They can't come and go to St. John's to play basketball.
Or they can't go to USC.
They can't go to Queens. They can't go to Queens to play ball. I'm trying to tell you that right now.
Man, we got to send you away.
Yeah, I mean,
matter of fact, I called the coach for Utah for you. I signed for you. That's what out of here, right?
Bro, it's a different type of kids that could come out to Queens and play ball, man, in New York. That's a whole different ball game. And one day maybe UMass will get their thing back together and become a basketball.
UMass, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
They hopefully they do, man. They get their shit together, man. Especially out here on the East. Them and BC. Get y'all shit together. BC has so much endowment. BC got so much money, man, and you guys cannot recruit. I mean, give Bills on his second year, and Billy O'Brien. And this year, he started off like it looked like something was gonna happen with his team in the Atlantic Conference or whatever conference they in, and then it just went down the fuck hill. Every time I checked to see what BC was looking at, it was like a loss after a loss after a loss after a loss.
I was talking about that the other day about BC and UMass. I said, how the fuck did they get so bad?
I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what it is? These universities up here on this side of things, and I'm surprised at BC. I could see UMass. But these universities up here on the Northeast, especially this far Northeast here up here in Mass, I feel like they don't put the money into the athletic department like they would if they was going into science and STEM and anything else. Like, they put it more into the academic. They put their money into that instead of the athletic department. You know what I mean? And maybe the recruitment is just not there either. Like what kids from down south is like gonna say, yo, I'm gonna come up to Boston to play for Boston College in the cold.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
right?
I could agree with that, but I don't know. They gotta do something better though.
They gotta up the NIL money. They gotta make it sweet for these kids.
They got it.
And they got it. They got it. They just got to make it sweet for these kids. I bet you some of these same kids I just talked about from down south who, who's beasts down there, dogs, top 10 in the country and all that. They'll come here if the money was right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because they want that city life. They're going to love the program will be sweet. They want that a little bit, you know what I mean? But they're not going to come this way, and especially if we're not competing either, that too. We got to be competing too.
Yeah.
No young kid don't want to come in no team if they ain't compete, look like they making a change, or got the coach that's pulling them in. Look what Dion's doing in Colorado. It's the aesthetics of the whole thing. You know what I mean? But yo, good show. We had a good time. Yo, thanks for everybody coming through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, man. Thanks for Another Lost Soul for chiming in like he always do. Give us some stats. Thanks for Turner Fam. I know that's T's Peoples, man. He said you cooked a nice Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm sure you did. I'm sure everybody here cooked a nice Thanksgiving dinner for their family, and we enjoyed it. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube and the Facebook world and Twitch world. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Happy holidays, and we'll see you guys next week on Thursday. It is the Regular Sports Guys, hosted by Parlay with us. We out.
God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.